Tapped in exclusive. We are the internet.
Yeah, I know what the
bitch.
fuck going on.
Tapped In Podcast was joined today by Juju
Stupid.
and DJ Kiss.
Yo, what's going on?
Bro, we got to talk about. So apparently you've been doing this since you were 6.
Yes, sir.
So how, we need to start from the beginning. Like, how did you get into your lane? How did you start?
And how did you know that at that early of an age that you wanted to be in the business?
All right, honestly, the way I started even getting into DJing, anything, it all came from me sitting at home being bored. Because at the time I was playing football, Gremlin just started playing football tackle.
Yeah.
Playing around too
Popcorn
much,
and
broke
shit.
my arm. So when I broke my arm, everybody else at practice, there's 10 kids in my house, everybody going to the same football field practice. So I'm staying at home with a broken arm. I'm
Right.
bored. I just get online, start searching stuff up. Some had came up about DJ Ski. You know who that is?
Shout out
Yeah.
DJ Ski.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
come on.
So that was my mentor. He got me started. So look, I'm just looking at videos of him, and I'm just like looking. I'm looking at his shoe collection. I'm looking at like just everything. His clothing
Yeah.
collection, his cars, like how he's with all these different artists, this and that, like famous people. I'm like, what does he do? So I don't even know what a DJ is really.
Right.
So I started searching up DJ, like, cause it said DJ Ski. I started searching up DJ. Then it said disc jockey. So I clicked disc jockey. I'm looking. I'm just seeing everybody on they on big stages. They not doing nothing. Just talking on the mic. Yo, making everybody dance. And it looked like an easy, fun, job, you feel me? So
Right.
it was just something I just went to ask my dad, what is this? So he just started, you feel me? He sat down with me, explained to me a little bit, showed me some more videos on it. I'm like, that's hard. So one day he actually owned hair salons at the time.
Oh, shit.
So my dad, he was going to he's doing the grand opening, he got to go rent equipment. So I go with him. I'm just riding with him for the day. He go to this place in Glendale called Astro's Mix Lab.
Yeah.
So while he's in there, he just around shopping, trying to rent the speakers and all that. I wander off. I'm just walking around looking at the DJ equipment that I just seen a couple days ago that I was so amazed by. I'm looking at it in real life now. So I'm sitting there just looking. They actually have a DJ class in the back. So
that's fire.
I peek my head back there. I see everybody is the main DJ in the front. It's
Right.
5 different DJ booths. Everybody just, you feel me, doing the same thing, just looking. So I'm sitting there before they notice me. I'm just sitting there for a little bit.
Right.
Finally noticed me. They kicked me out. And I'm like, So they walked me back to the front. Like, this your son. He sneaked in and he was in the DJ class, this and that. It's private. But
Right.
he was talking about he wanted to be a DJ. We never had a kid DJ before. They was like, if you're willing to let him try, I'll cut off a major discount. I just want to see if we could have a kid that passes the class.
That's
Yeah.
So
fire.
my dad, he
Shout out to Pops,
he
though,
like-
for
he like,
exposing
Straight
you.
up, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's-
He that's what you want to do. Then he said he'll cut the price. So, well, I ain't got nothing to lose. So he started taking me to the classes. I'm going every Friday for about 6 weeks. Every Friday, I'm doing better than the adults in there. I just
that's
turned
fine.
6. I was probably, I think I was about to turn 7. I was 6, about to turn 7.
Okay.
Right.
And I'm doing better than adults. I graduated the class at 7.
Ye-
So
Well, I was going to say, what are they showing you
they just,
in this
you know,
class?
just
What was like,
at this class, they show them the basics.
Like
they show
fades.
how to plug it in, what the buttons do, just basic.
essential
They didn't
shit
really
you
teach
need.
us DJing. They just taught us about the equipment, what it does, how to
Right.
work it, and then the
Right.
most they showed us was just basic mixing and blending. They didn't show us nothing else.
Okay.
Everything else after that, I was on my own. So I took the 7. I was 7, so I took the little couple weeks classes.
yeah.
Graduated from that, had a little certificate. My dad, he told the dude, oh yeah, since you graduated, you might as well hook us up with some equipment too. He all right, bet. He got me everything I need to get started, some CDJs.
Those are actual turntables spinning with the
No, these digital.
Okay,
I
okay.
learned digital.
Okay,
I
okay.
I learned how to do turntables along the line, but I went digital because
That was-
what I wanted to do was be a mobile DJ, and I don't want to I'm on your road. You don't want to have to deal with needles breaking and all that.
Yeah.
Digital is the way
Yeah,
to go.
and
It's easier
and
now.
it's just
You don't
like the
have to-
newer technology. I got what you're
records getting
saying.
scratched and all that.
Right. It's actually cool that you can revisit old shit.
That's what I'm
you know
saying.
what I mean? So
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
like,
When I
yeah.
want to mess around with it, I go. You feel
Right.
me? I know how to do both, but it's just
Right.
so easy carrying a one little controller, sitting
Yeah,
on desk
that's
and
true.
plugging a cord in.
Much easier.
Way
yeah.
easier. And yeah, so I just graduated and got my equipment and made some flyers, start passing them out, just seeing what it does. I knew how to do basic blends, and then I wasn't really taking it serious. But then once I went to the where was I? I was at the Taste of Soul. I went to the Taste of Soul one year and just started passing out flyers when my dad was there. I'm passing out flyers young, I used to walk around with headphones, backpack,
Yeah.
stack of flyers this big, passing out all day. That next,
What's on the flyer?
It was a picture of me, DJ Kids booking America's hottest kid DJ. That's what I used to
Was
go out.
was you getting booked though
You
for
were
like
already
birthday
marketing
parties
your
and
Yeah,
shit
look,
like
look,
that?
look. I wasn't getting booked for no events, nothing. And then
Yeah.
so a week after that event, I started getting calls. I was booked up the rest of the month. I was booked up the rest of the month and the whole next month after that, every weekend doing a birthday party. So I'm like, it's cool. Like it was only like
Yeah.
I was only charging like $200, but that's cool. Like
Yeah, you a
That's
kid.
great.
I'm 7,
money.
8, $200. I'm booked up for a month and a half. Like
Yeah.
doing nothing. I'm like, this easy.
I got 1,500. All
All I gotta do is make people dance. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. And a lot of times, I'm not even gonna lie. When I was younger, standing up, I used to get restless. I'm still a kid at the same time.
Yeah.
So I had somebody go make me a pre-mix. I'm gonna press play on it. I'm running off. This is easy money. They don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's what I was doing at first, but it was just easy money, so I ran with it.
So
And it
you,
was something I like doing, cause like
how old were you when you did your first like DJ set at a party?
the first DJ set I was party, I was 7.
7.
Yeah.
That's
That's after I
insane.
graduated. After I graduated the thing, like a couple weeks later, I got booked. But this is before the Taste of Soul. This is my first ever event. I got booked at the park that's around the corner, Lamouta Park in Altadena.
Shout out.
I
yeah.
got booked at the park just to do like they used to have this event called Parks After Darks, and
Right.
my dad went up there and talked somehow and let
Shout
me,
out to Pops
let
though.
me
Damn,
once
your
DJ,
again,
dad
let me
was-
though.
DJ up
your
there
dad
for
was pushing
$100.
your
Yeah,
shit.
he
Yeah,
like,
like,
hey,
my
look.
mom was mad.
Hey, little
Like,
nigga, you
he
about
was
to
mad?
DJ.
My mom was mad. 'cause,
Why?
like, she didn't know that we was doing this, and she didn't she didn't know that we was doing this, and at the
She found the
time,
flyer?
Like, I'm just like,
She's like, what the?
when she came back with spending like $6,000 worth of equipment on me, and I'm just like, he like, oh yeah, he gonna be a DJ. My mom
Yeah.
like, oh, he not gonna use that.
All the money on him, yeah.
Yeah, she like, why'd you spend all that money on him? This and that, this and that. And he like, all right, don't tell her so. When after I did that first event, he gave me the little $100 in my pocket. He said he gave me it in all one, so it looked like a lot. He said, run up, go show your mom. I
Yeah.
showed her. She's like, hey, if it's making money, then I support it, and if it's something
You
you
make
like,
it back. Yeah.
So ever since then, it's been support. But
Wow.
That's
I
fire.
was 7 when I first did my first gig.
That's crazy. Came in the game 7 DJing. So all right, you doing birthday parties, you doing your thing, you learning how to use the equipment on the way. Like, how long were you doing birthday parties before you start doing like bigger events? Cause you said you was at Taste of Soul, you handed out flyers. What, like, okay, you killing the birthday party arena. What's next?
All right, from the birthday parties, it went from the birthday parties to me, like, yeah. So I was doing like, just regular 19-year-old birthday parties, and then I started doing Sweet 16s still in the birthday party category. But yeah, so I'm doing Sweet 16s, and then at this time I probably did that for a cool like 2 years, and about like at 9 and a half, 10 maybe, I ran into this dude that worked for Nick Cannon's camp.
Okay.
And then so Nick Cannon had this thing going at the time called Celebrity High, and it was his nonprofit organization. And basically what they did is they had sponsors. It was Chipotle, Metro PCS, something else. I
Something
forgot.
else.
But yeah, it was Chipotle, Metro PCS, and those were our main 2 sponsors. And
Right.
then so what we did, we go to all the schools like around the LA area every day. We go to a school. And then what we do is we do a lunchtime takeover. So while all the kids eating lunch, we play music for them. We tell them come over,
Give out T-shirts,
we come over. We throwing out
backpacks.
free Chipotle cards,
Oh, y'all
Metro
was-
PCS
y'all was
cards.
them
They got
niggas,
backpacks,
Chipotle?
everything.
Yeah,
Free
that must have been a
Chipotle.
great
I'm telling
You was Chipoled out.
After school, we'll go to the closest Chipotle, see a line all the way around the corner because everybody it comes
the
with
card.
Yeah, it's a whole meal: the chips, the burrito, and the drink.
Wow.
And free card. We throwing out like 500 at each school.
Right.
I'm telling you, they used to send us so many of them a month.
So you
This should never happen at my school.
And so,
That's fucking sick.
was you going Chipotle crazy personally?
Yeah, I ate that. I ate Chipotle for like 2 months straight. We couldn't even eat it no more. They got to the point I left it alone for a whole year almost.
Question. So during this time, you younger performer, were you going to school? Or was you homeschool?
I was going to school at first, but once I was going to school during the birthday parties, but once I started doing the school tours, it started being every day because I was doing the school tour every day. And
So you had to do your packets,
yes,
right?
Nah, I did online, this thing called K-12. So
Okay.
it was all digital. Like, I just log in the morning, do my school, go do the school tour at like 11 and come back, finish the rest. It's like, it was quick. So it wasn't nothing, but it was easy. I just Work with my mom good on it too. She used to help me with it and just explain, makes everything easier. It was
Yeah,
simple.
yeah, because I was gonna say if you started in the game at 7, 6, and you already doing birthday parties, there's no way that you
I
could
stopped
be
going to
mixing
school
the
at
two.
like fourth, at the end of fourth, beginning of fifth grade.
Man,
Wow.
I used to always think people like that was lucky. I used to be like, damn,
know,
like
right?
Yeah, but
it
it was
was
just like
it was always that one
Well, his
active
shit
nigga
is-
in school
his
that
shit
got to
is-
leave. Like
His shit's literally not luck; it's talent. Like his shit is not even lucky. Like you just
and
talented.
pops like seeing the vision.
yeah. Well, that's another thing. Talent plus support.
Yes,
Like you
yeah,
have
for
like
sure.
your mom's helping you with the school shit.
Yeah.
Your dad's marketing your shit. Like
that's
you
what
know,
I'm saying.
really
as long
behind
as they,
you.
As long as they seen that it was something I enjoyed doing and like
Right.
It was
like,
productive.
You know, yeah, it was productive. I had fun doing it. They felt like it was a way that was gonna keep me from getting into anything later in life anyway. So they just, you know, it's music industry. Why not?
Yeah,
So, like,
and
they never had nobody in my family ever did it in either. So they went like they like, oh, this is a little weird, but it's new. So we gonna help
Right.
you support it, try to figure this out. Like me and my dad coming up together, we both like trying to figure stuff out. Like, oh, what does this mean at meetings, this and that? Like we just trying to figure it out.
Right.
But yeah, it was the school tours where it really took off for me because like it's basically that was the best way to grow your platform, like fan base, all that. Like
Do school
I
tours,
gained
yeah.
like 20,000 followers off of school tours because
Wow.
and it was even better that I started as a kid too because it's
what social platform that was popping at the time? Was it
nah,
IG?
it was Instagram.
Okay,
It was
okay.
like the late beginning Instagram. Like
Okay.
yeah,
Like
but it was you know the gram was still popping.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, Facebook.
Still
all
going
that.
strong.
Facebook, Twitter, the gram. That's what I was on.
Yeah.
And so like yeah, it's basically 2,000-3,000 kids at each school. They either gotta they're either gonna go sit in class and eat lunch or sit outside and watch you perform and get free stuff and eat lunch.
They're
What
gonna
you
do-
think they
yeah,
gonna do?
yeah.
And then after that, they all like, oh, who's this little kid? I used to come out from the DJ booth and actually go start performing. Once I was turning like 10, I
Holy
used to
shit.
come out from DJ booth, go start rapping. It was just like,
Yeah.
you know, it just
You was performing songs that you did, or there was other people's songs. You
nah,
was
it
just
was
like, rapping?
it was my songs. I ain't never did a cover. I ain't doing no
Ooh,
covers.
fire. So wait,
Shout
I
out
have
to
a
you. Shout
I
out
told
to
my
you.
told my dad find me a ghostwriter. I was like 6, and I was like, nah, I'm not 6. I was like 9,
Nice.
because it was like right when I started the school tour, so I was like 9, 10 when I made my first song.
So question, where are you recording all of this at? You said you got songs already at the time.
Yeah.
Where are you actually recording this? Like, where's this taking place? You
I'm
got a
telling you,
studio?
I had my dad have one of his friends that owned a studio up the street that he grew up with. Like he actually has like a whole built out studio in his back, and like he turned his back house into a whole like
Studio,
built
yeah.
out studio. So this is a whole studio up there right around
Wow.
the corner from my house, and you know his family. So we wanted to like while he was building it, me and my dad went and got it redone for him because I knew I wanted to like use it and all that. So we went and got the floors done. Like
Right.
my dad does construction too, so he actually put the floors in himself, and me and him up there we did the plumbing, put a new bathroom, all that. We just helped out, showed like if we gonna be up here, we gonna
We'll help you-
bring
yeah.
something to the table. Like we're
Right.
not just gonna just sit here and just use like everybody else.
Just
We
use all your
that's what I'm
shit,
saying.
yeah.
That's a I feel like that's the perfect way how people should approach things. With it's like basic rules, and I'm glad that somebody instilled that into you. Like if you go to a party, you show up with your own liquor, what you drinking, and you bring something else. Like that's factory equipment. Like
It's
you
just the
go.
fact that you looked out, you helped me write songs. Like you could.
Come
Grown man, you could
on.
be doing something better than helping a 10-year-old write songs and trying to put yourself back in a 10-year-old's point of view to where
Not
the
cursing.
mid lyrics make sense,
Yeah.
not cussing, nothing. Like you feel me? He took his time to do that for me, so
So-
help out when I can, and we gonna go up there. I'm gonna help put it in all that. Like,
So boom, you studioed up. You 10 years
Studio.
old. You 9, 10. You making songs. You got a ghostwriter. You're that guy.
that guy.
You're that guy.
Yes,
okay.
sir. But if I pull up some of these videos on YouTube, man, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a little later. But when I show you the music videos, you're gonna be like, oh wow, like
Hey, but that's so good. You just gotta get into it, as Brown would say, get involved. So you gotta get involved, and I'm glad that
Exactly.
you've been involved and into this shit. Okay, so let's stay on track. So boom, school tours booming. Gabe also mentioned that you were on the radio and messing with Power 106. How'd that all come together?
Nah, when I was with Power 106, I wasn't on the radio.
Okay,
When I was doing Power 106, I branched off the school tour that I was doing. So I met like a couple other DJs. I met DJ Charisma at a couple events, and then I just started meeting like Power 106 DJs, you know.
Yeah.
And I started like coming to they like, oh yeah, come to celebrity basketball games. They all support me because I'm a kid DJ. They ain't never
Right.
seen no kids DJs. I'm telling you, I'm the only one
Yeah, you're the
around
only
at
one.
the time
I'm the
like
youngest
this. Like,
doing
you
this
feel me?
shit,
I used
man.
to
This
really
is me,
walk
man,
around
with
America's
DJ,
hottest
man.
kid DJ. So. Yeah, I'm just walking around meeting people. They started telling me come to the celebrity basketball games, and then they started letting me spin my own sets, this and that. Then they started paying me to spin the sets. So at this point, I'm like locked in. They calling me like, oh yeah, where you at? If somebody can't make it or if I can't make it, we just switch them out. So it was all like a group effort team. Like, you know, whoever DJ was around at the time would take it, and you know, it was just like a little family they introduced me to. Power 106.
Wow.
That's pretty fire.
So, what was your first? I guess so. You said the NBA celebrity game, right?
The what?
The celebrity game. You said that was one of the places you first.
Oh no, that wasn't. Wait, at the park when
Yeah,
I first DJ'd.
Well, no. What's one of the first like events you did that was like post the park, like after the park, after the school tours? Like, what's one of the first big events you did?
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie, they was all paid. But the first big event was my first tour with Soulja Boy. Like, cause I toured DJ for Soulja Boy since I just turned, I think I was 11, turned 12, and like at the time I was messing with Steve Lobel, like a manager, but it was just like all love type like stuff. Like he used to just look out for me. I
Yeah,
look
shout
out
out
for
to
him,
Steve,
and he
yeah.
hooked me up with like a couple situations. And at the time he was managing Soulja Boy, so Soulja Boy was about to go on tour, so I just got plugged in, like, you know, just blessed. I just got plugged in, like they just thought it would be like. Soulja Boy seen me DJing, like he seen me DJing on Steve's page before, so Steve he was asking him like, what does he do? Like, he's really a DJ, and Steve was telling him like, yeah, he really DJ,
Like,
this
yeah.
and that. He like, so they came up with some idea that how crazy would it be if Soulja Boy, like, because I guess he hadn't been on tour for a minute, so his first tour coming back out with an album. This is his first tour coming back out with an album. He like, how would it be to have a 12-year-old DJing for you your whole tour? And then at first everybody was a little iffy about it because they like, we can't, like, we don't need
he's
him.
young, like,
yeah,
we
he's
gotta bring him
young.
on the road,
Exactly.
all
We
the
don't
stuff,
need him.
yeah.
We don't need him tapping out in the middle of the tour, this and that, this
Yeah.
and that. So they came, you know, I got a whole little pep talk. If I really want to do this and that, I'm like, sign me up.
Yeah,
This
what?
and that. Yeah,
Yeah.
sign me up. So
I'm built for this. I've been doing this.
thank you.
At this
all these
point,
No,
birthday
really,
parties and
literally
school tours I
built
did, I'm
for
ready
it.
for it.
Nigga, I've been doing
They,
All
like,
the-
they told me I'm going on tour. I get to get in the car. We driving tour van. I'm like,
This is
bet,
exciting.
Bet, man. I'm still 12 at the time, so I'm hopping. I'm lit. So, my bad.
You good?
Yeah. So at the time, like, you feel me? They gave me like a week ahead notice. So I'm getting planned in a week. I'm getting the show sets together every day, going and doing the hour set in my room. You know, just practicing, figuring it out. And then tell me why the night before the show came, like, this is my first big show. Remember, the night before the show, me and my brother wrestling on the couch. We fall on my computer, break the whole computer in half. After
No
all my whole
fucking
week of
way.
preparing, every night we fall on the computer, break the computer in half. I'm freaked. So it takes me like 3 hours to even go tell my dad, because I'm like, like,
The
That,
thing-
I
that
just
fucking
broke
that
this
gives
Mac.
me anxiety.
Hey, think
I
about-
broke this
It's
Mac,
old.
all my music, all
Think-
that.
Yo.
Think about the parent, everybody, and all the production people who just was like, "This shit is
Counting
gonna
on
fall
you,
through,"
bro.
and
Like,
you
Yes,
broke the
yes,
fucking
yes,
Mac. Okay,
yes,
so
bro,
finish.
yes. So look, I break the Mac.
That's funny.
Whole night I'm getting yelled at for a couple hours, and this happened at like 1 in the morning. So I'm getting yelled at till like 4. Like, why I'm not focused, why I'm playing around, why I don't have my business stuff in order, you know, just like
Giving you like that
just
real
getting
grown
the-
up
You're
shit.
you know, the
12.
real like,
Child.
dang, I messed up. So I know I messed
What?
up this time. So in the morning I hop on Craigslist. I wake up early. I'm on Craigslist looking computers. Find this one dude for $350. I tell my dad I got $280. I'm like, Q, I'm gonna get the rest. He like, all right, bet. He like, I'm gonna help you, but you know, just don't break this one, this and that. So, luckily, I already had all my music backed up on a hard drive. So I didn't have Soulja Boy music, but I had all my regular music. So I just hurried up, went home, downloaded the app. All morning, I'm getting ready because the show is at 6:00 in the afternoon.
And you got
I'm
sound
starting.
check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I got sound check, all that. So earlier I have to go back to Soulja Boy house to go get the show set. They like, oh, he already messing up, this and that, this and that. Showtime came. Hey, I pulled it off. I'm not gonna lie.
fucking did it.
It was a little messed up. I messed up a few of the songs. Mayor forgot the song order. It got to the point where he just turning back, looking at me, being like, "What's next?" I'm like, "Whatever." I'm putting anything
Boom.
out there. But hey, after that night, I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna get cut from the tour on the first day because it was lit. It's my first big show. It's thousands of people out there. I'm like, whoa.
People
like,
show up for Soulja
That
Boy.
inter-
and
and
this
that
is first show
energy.
all
Nuts.
ages, El Rey downtown.
I-
I'm like,
I can appreciate you even getting there to pull it off, even with the mistakes. See, look, I always say, like, I read this all the time, too. Sometimes you get put in a position of a lifetime, right, to change your life.
I
And
knew
you
I-
may not know exactly what to do with
Exactly.
it. You should just take it and figure out whether
go. Yeah.
whether it be success or a failure, it's a lesson learned.
And you wanna know what's crazy is they told me that same thing. That's the reason I got to stay on the tour. Is because
Wow.
is because I ended up like, all right, so like after the show, I knew I messed up a little bit. I was skipping some of the songs,
So you
you
wanna
know. So I knew I
apologize?
messed up. So I went upstairs like. And I talked to him in the dressing room. I'm like, yo, like, appreciate you letting
Big
me
soldier.
do this. Like, I appreciate you letting me do this and that. It's like, you know, like, my bad out there. I was a little rough. I broke the computer this morning, this and that. So I explained to them what happened. They like, oh, it's all good. They like, honestly, he was like, he told me, he said, I'm high. I didn't even notice. I'm like, whoa. And then everybody else is like, it's all good. It's all good. We like your dedication. And as long as you don't try to quit or nothing throughout the tour, you good.
You're good.
Come on. Like, come on.
You locked
know,
in. It
locked in.
happens.
So I'm like, woo, that's a blessing. Because even when they could have cut me, whatever. But the same thing that you just said, they gave me another chance because they seen I actually woke up and got it all back together instead of just saying, oh, my computer's broke, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I knew they already had a backup DJ anyway, but just the fact they kept me on the tour just for that reason, it was cool.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's incredible, man.
I was gonna, before we get into the tap to well, I was gonna ask him something too. I was gonna say that's pretty crazy, but I was gonna say like name some of like the craziest moments that you've had during DJing, because that could probably be one of them. Before your first major tour,
yeah,
you broke
that's
the
one of 'em,
computer.
definitely.
That's gotta be up there.
Cause that had me shook low key. I was like, damn, this nigga, and he pulled it
Yeah,
out.
like-
It's like, I actually ain't
I know
had-
Dad was over there like, this nigga about to fuck the paper up. God damn, this little nigga right here.
I can't believe
Hey.
this. All the work.
Another time. It's the same tours, same age, all that, but it's another mess up. We was in Seattle, and while we in Seattle,
He remembers vividly.
no, this is look all this bad stuff. This is probably my worst night of DJing. I don't have that many bad moments DJing because as you know it's smooth, but this is probably my worst night DJing. Like so, we in Seattle performing, and the club it's a little after party too, so it's a little club. Super bodies, it's kind of jank. You know, somebody hometown, everybody know everybody. It's one school, it's just like a
and it-
little town. Everybody know everybody talking.
It's all
talking.
ages.
No, it's not even all ages.
So
It's-
and
it's,
you even you in there, so it's definitely
18
janky.
plus.
So
Yeah,
it's definitely
it's
janky.
jank, bro. Like I'm telling you, everybody like people pulling up to the club on bikes. I'm like, what are y'all doing coming on bikes? I know. Once I seen that, I already know
fire.
the play. And I'm young too. I'm telling you, once I seen people pulling up on bikes, I know the play. I'm like, oh. So anyway, the whole day
Rolled
the
his
whole
eye.
night we in there, we just like, all right, we trying to go get this out, and we back to the car with it. We out of here. So, we performing. I don't know what I was doing. It was hot. I took off my shirt and tried to stand on the table. And when I stand on the table, I hit the power cord. So when I hit the power cord,
Cut all the
DJ
music.
equipment
Oh,
off.
shit.
All you hear is, oh. I looked around.
Oh, my
I looked around. I swear. I pointed at a random dude off the stage. I said, bro, what are you doing? And then he looked
Played
and backed
it off.
up.
Played
He looked
it
and
off.
backed up and like, look, he
Professional.
went like this. I'm like, oh, he unplugged the cord. Hold on. So when I get back down, I click it back on, go over there, act like I messed with something, and then it's back on. I'm like, all right, we good. And then that same night, so anyway, we like, all right, so we get the performance back going after me cutting it off for about, so it was there for like 5 minutes. He took like
Yeah.
another 3 minutes to get everybody back going, which I just came back in with a banger, got everybody back going. And then after that, we go outside the club. I go out first because me and my dad go out first. My dad put me in the green room. He like, all right, I'm finna go get the car away right here. He put me in the green room with another security. So I'm just sitting there, and then he pulled the car up. He like, when you come out, just go get straight in the car. So I'll come out, but I'm nosy, so I look around. At the end of the alley this way, it's 4 dudes on bikes. At the end, this way, it's 2 bikes in the back. So and then it's the alley, so it's blocked off. Everybody like acting like they just walking by. I'm like they don't see them, and then they not in the club. They in sweaters, all that. So we like, oh, we know the play. So my dad hurry up, get the car together. The other security come out. We all just rush to the car. We all rushing and mobbing the car, and then as we pull off, they try to all just come in on their bikes. Like I'm like, bro, this is an SUV. Like y'all still
Them
on
niggas on
bikes.
some
They
bikes.
They on
We
bikes
just
with
run you
bats.
over.
They on bikes with bats. So like
Them niggas
some
a pedal
two,
bike
two
gang.
of them hop off at the end, and then two of
Anybody?
them hop off at the end and try to hit the car with the.
Nobody
things,
had
like,
poles though.
No, nobody had poles. It was bats.
okay.
They had literal bats, bro. Like they trying to rob us with some bats. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with the city? So we smashing off. We're smashing off literally after they try to hit us with hit the car with the bats. They trying to bust the windows, all that. But the windows solid. They not coming. They didn't bust it.
Yeah.
So we just looking.
It's
at
hard
them
to
at
break
this
a
point.
window,
So
though,
we
Key.
start recording like, look at them riding on bikes. They still following us, trying to pedal super fast. We look in the
With
rear
no
view. All we see
poles.
them is pedaling. Like, what are y'all gonna do to us at this point? So that's just what happened that night. And we left the city. We left that city early. Like we got up at like 5. We think we went back to the hotel. Everybody took
Packed
a
their
quick
shit.
nap and we got
Just
on.
left.
We was over that city. But that was probably the craziest night I had DJing. It was just
Get out the wheel.
Okay, all right.
Let's
So
see it. I wanna see
basically,
the top to
we have this next segment of the show. It's called the Tapped In Wheel. So, all right.
It's like a game show. It's fun.
So basically, I'm introducing, show the crowd, boom. So all right, so on this wheel, basically, you see it's like self-explanatory, right? You
Yeah.
get it. So we have a video reaction. We'll have Gabe pull something up, boom. We'll see what your reaction is.
bet.
Would you rather? Kev, you got a would you rather? Kev is the would you rather guy. No shots for you, but a truther. Shot of Snapple. Shit grub, just because you shoot a doo-doo, that means it could be good or bad food.
I'm guessing that's what I'm saying.
It's gas though. Most of it's gas.
Okay.
Most of it's gas. People have their own. Somebody said that the Starburst fruit roll-up was trash, and I was offended. But anyway, come on, let's get into it.
That was Casey
Let's do it.
Veggies.
Yeah, okay, all right. We're going to have you spin it. So spin it,
said
and
they
I'm
were
going to turn
all
it to you so
trash.
you can see what you got.
Oh, you gonna hold it?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's actually built pretty well.
Huh?
We built it. It's a very original piece.
Oh, spin again.
Spin again.
Go ahead. Nope. Yep, you good.
Yo.
Because that was a lottery.
That
This shit is
means
rigged.
whatever I was finna get that wasn't for me. Let's see what it's talking about.
Oh, top 3 DOA.
Top
Who-
3 dead or
Who are
alive.
your top 3 artists right now that you're listening to? Or I always say, if you were stuck on the island, who would the 3 people that you would listen to the whole time?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm off Lil Baby, Young Boy.
Shout out Lil
and
Baby.
Lil Baby, Young Boy, and top 3.
Come on, give me one more. What's the other one?
That's my top 2 favorite, but just to add a third one on there that somebody mess with, I'll probably add Young Dolph in there.
Ooh, I like that.
I have not heard
Let's
anyone
switch
say
up.
Dolph yet.
I
and
love
Yeah,
Dolph.
Dolph.
Pause. All right, spin again. Come on.
Alright, bet.
That was a good one, Dolph. I love Dolph.
I know. I haven't had. Nobody said Dolph.
That's major.
I fucking love Dolph. Yeah, bro. What?
Okay, it's
Truth
a
is
truth.
shot.
Truth. You know what? Just spin again.
Spin again.
Spin again.
I was gonna get my snap.
I like that.
These are
truth.
good spins.
I know, right?
I've been. Yeah.
I
People.
went to a few fairs in my life.
People.
Oh, would you rather?
All right. So, would you rather have more time or more money?
More time or more money?
Yeah.
More time.
Wow.
You don't need a lot of money to have fun. But you just,
the
then again,
best
it is
answer
a
we've
certain
heard.
amount of things you can do with money and have a little bit of time. I'd rather just
Right.
take my time and make it little by little and take my time and save up to do what I really want or versus being rushed to do something like.
Right.
I don't know, I just like having time. I don't like being rushed to do things. I like chilling, doing stuff when I feel like it,
Yeah.
I'd rather take time over money.
That's a good one.
There's a lot of ways to make money. If you want to make money, you're gonna make money. That's just how simple it is.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're just gonna sit there and be broke. So
That's a great answer. He
Do
gets one more spin, right?
do we get to go again, Gabe?
Yeah.
Yes. Gabe says spin
one more
again.
spin.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get that
Okay,
one
he had to
ready.
set up. He had to set up with the finesse on that one.
What
That
we
was a
got?
finger roll. Spin again. No, he's spinning again. Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody gets that spin again.
Let's
It
see.
happens all
No. It was a truth or shot. But he already got that. Time.
I get 2 for shot again.
Go ahead. No, one more.
Got it again?
Come on, let's go.
Oh, who built this part?
Wow.
Who built this part?
That's
As
not
Gabe
me.
would say, I built it with my bare hands.
Disrespect.
Let's see what's talking about.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
perfect.
sir.
We're gonna pull something
All
up
right,
for
so
you
we'll
right
put
now.
it up here. Just keep the mic in front of you, and you can react to this. Let's see what we got.
I don't know where it was, Gabe,
Come on,
but somewhere
ridiculousness.
Yeah, let's see.
it should be on the recent.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So boom. Okay.
What the fuck is it?
So wait.
Can you give us context? What is
Okay, so basically, when I was looking for
Damn, they
this,
ain't let my man's on the bus.
yo, but
Ain't nobody
listen,
gonna help him.
see, but look
They
at
not
it.
even trying to get his attention.
This is on the West Side Highway in New York City.
For
yeah,
sure.
so look, if
How long
you
did he
know,
ride on there for?
So,
Hold
but
on,
listen-
play that back.
It's a free ride.
okay, so
It's
wait,
a free
wait.
ride.
Also, take into mind, we don't see this in current day, but Brown, no, back in the day, this was like normal behavior. Imperial Highway, niggas was on the back of the bus. I'm sorry for bringing on the table. Niggas
so
was
y'all-
on the, like, this was normal. It would be like 3 niggas on the bus right here, right now.
So y'all telling me back in the day y'all used to be able to ride on the back of buses and not get in trouble.
Okay, so wait.
Yes.
Us, we can't even ride our hoverboards through the mall
Okay,
no
so
more.
No,
okay,
you
so
can't.
okay, so look, I'm not gonna.
It's different times.
I'm not gonna dive. I'm not gonna dive into. I'm not gonna go into like a big long like speak, but like even the current times, as the years go on, we get more monitored. So in the 90s, even in the early 2000s, up until like 2007 or 8, you can get your head bust and nobody saw
There
it.
was no Snapchat.
Yeah, it was no cameras at the. It was no cameras at the donut shop.
That's why I already know. I heard everybody explain to me about
Wild Wild
how
West.
gangsters now, like gangbanging now ain't how it used to be. This and that back then, like like it was like they used
Yeah.
to be telling me it wasn't this and that it is nowadays. That's why everybody that's gangbanging now is like, there ain't really no point in it. What y'all gonna like? Everything you gonna do gonna get recorded. If you don't, the dummies nowadays don't record it themselves.
Somebody else gonna
like,
record.
they
On
run- they
IG
run
on
video
IG
recognition
Live.
so bad. That's what literally everybody's. This whole 2020 is about clout. If it ain't from rappers, it's still gangbangers want clout too, because they gonna record them beating up another dude. To
Right.
show it to they homies to like, bro, what you trying to impress dudes for? It's not that.
It's
like,
weird.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Like I don't like.
it is
They
really
like
weird.
being like I don't.
Okay,
like all
so-
that. They want to go to jail and think that's cool. Oh, I'm on a vacation. Nah, you not, bro.
No,
You can't do
hey.
nothing in there.
vacation.
Hey, you got a good mindset. You right, cause you can't
Yeah.
do nothing. Like, don't
can't
let
do
that
nothing.
jail shit fool you. People be thinking that that's cool, or just because.
Yeah.
Don't let that shit get that in
It's
your
just, I'm
head.
gonna go in there and program and get big.
Nah, I'm gonna eat sandwiches,
Bro.
nigga. No, you gonna
Gym out- it's
a
gym
bunch
out
of
here.
niggas.
You just can't go to it because you choose the game bang, so you can't go where you want to go or fall
That's
how
true.
you move how you want to move. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it ain't. It's,
What I was gonna say another thing about that recording. See, back in the day, also, you couldn't record. Ain't no recording. A motherfucker come terrorize you every day from outside your house, and
Exactly.
who you calling? Niggas is gonna terrorize you the minute you walk out your house to
Exactly.
wherever you going. Niggas terrorize you in the real minutes to terrorize your mama, whoever
and
was
the police
around
wasn't
you.
protecting people back then.
No.
Like they is now.
Nope.
How they
No.
doing 6ix9ine? Like ain't no way they gonna go with. They
Yeah,
gonna go with
nah.
you to your ops people block and try to make a video like
Yeah.
this and the dead. Like,
They'll
on
whoop
some funny
your
time.
ass.
That's not
Yeah.
it. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody's prey.
That's what I'm
Getting
saying.
their ass
Everybody
whooped.
who playing gangster 2020. I mean, I know some. It's some still.
It's still,
people
it's
out
still,
here,
it's some
but-
real hitters for
yeah,
sure.
on me. But it's just everybody trying to play a role that half of people ain't really like that. You feel me? The niggas
Right.
don't even be nothing like they talk about.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't even get into all that.
Yeah. So, what can we expect in terms of your shit coming next?
Oh, y'all right. Well, coming next, I got another album. Right now, I just dropped I got an album out right now called Play Money. It's 12
Yeah.
songs, all me.
Stream that shit. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Play Money available on all platforms. I dropped it through my own record label, Play Music
Yeah,
Group.
I was gonna actually let me cut you off. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to jump. Gabe hates that. Anyway, I was gonna cut you off. How'd that even happen? So you was DJing, like, how'd you even get into rapping?
The
Like,
transition.
yeah, and like,
I don't know. It was just like basically when I after I like been doing something for a minute or something, I don't like just keep doing it forever and just stick to one thing. I don't like to try stuff. So I'm like, I've been DJing for all these artists. I'm like, I'm gonna go try to rap. Let me see what it's talking about. Like,
Yeah.
if y'all had YouTube on, y'all put in my first video or something, and y'all see like, oh, like he was young, and I just had a little ghostwriter, put together a little video. All that. I just wanted to see what it was talking about and perform it when I perform at the schools. So it was no other better way about me going to perform and having a free exposure platform and trying and just seeing how it works out. Like, what are they gonna do? Boo me? I'm like 7, 8, 9,
Yeah,
like 10.
right.
Like, what? If anything, they'll probably fake laugh it off. But
Right.
I'm practicing. Like, it's free practice. I'm just going out here having fun. Like, just figuring something out, just trying to make something work. And
I always like to mention this because we live in like in a digital age and people don't understand like the actual physical like presence or vibes or energies that you get from people. But you are a young man, but you definitely have the work ethic and like I like your mindset that you're willing to try it whether it works or not, and you're willing to gain the experience because a lot of motherfuckers out there they'll rather
They give up.
They will miss the shot.
Yeah.
They won't even take it. Knowing that they could have made it. They don't even know.
A lot of people, what their problem is
they missed 100% of the shot that they do not take.
Yeah, and they too scared of what everybody else gonna say. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I got like that at a point in time, but then like, cause I was doing EDM music, right? So y'all know who Afrojack is?
Yeah.
I got a
Shout out
song. I got
Afrojack.
2 songs with Afrojack.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
He's a
And
dope. He's a cool
Afrojack
dude.
is fucking huge.
And he's
Huge.
a
incredible.
number 2,
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
4 in the world.
Yeah,
and
you
shout
can't
out
fuck with-
Afrojack
yeah.
too because he's a cool motherfucker. He loves
Cool.
cars. He's
Super
a
cool.
cool dude.
Super big.
In real life,
My
he's
boy
a
need
he's a real
special plane.
and a tall motherfucker too, man. Tall as a house.
Yeah,
This
sir.
motherfucker big
Like
as a motherfucker.
6'10".
Yeah, big motherfucker.
Yeah, but I
Crazy
got plugged
artist,
in with him.
too.
Like he seen me when I was DJing, like, and then when I just started first rapping. No, I was probably rapping for like a year at this time, but I met him and started doing like EDM music. He gave me a couple of songs. Like, people getting paid
Charging a
100,000
high.
for an hour DJ set, getting 100,000. So imagine what he getting for records.
Oh,
he blessed
insane.
me. Blessed me. I'm 13 or 12 or 13. He blessed me with 2, 3 records. And just told me I don't want nothing off of these. He showed up to my video shoot, all that just off the love,
Shout
just
out
off because he liked the
Afrojack.
way I worked. So I'll pull up. I'm telling you, I'm gonna show up. I'll show you all this on YouTube. I got receipts.
Yeah.
But so he just blessed me with a few records, and at this time, like people like how I talk about how people care too much about like what other people think. Like
Yeah.
this, like me, this was my little
Phase.
phase I went through, like, because I was doing that, and so everybody hearing it, they don't understand what EDM music is at the time. So
Especially the
they
urban
clowning
crowd.
on it. They clowning on it, telling me, oh yeah, you doing super, theme song music.
You doing
Disneyland
techno.
music, yeah, techno. Dude, they going like
They don't realize
just-
it's
They don't
global.
understand
Like,
that's
it
what
is
make,
fucking
like
global,
they think hip hop is cool, but
Right,
EDM show
It's the
me a hip hop
crossover
DJ
shit.
that's getting 100 to 15,000 for an hour set.
Yeah.
An hour set. They don't understand that's where the money is, and I'm not gonna lie, I fell in their trap for a little bit. I'm telling my dad, nah, I don't want to perform that right
I'm
now.
off
I'm not.
this,
I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah.
This and that. This and
He
that.
was off the Afrojack track.
Yeah, then I had to think about it for a minute. Then I'm not gonna lie. Once that song, I had to think about it and think. That song took me on my own tour. Like I went on a whole summer camp tour for
Fuck.
30 days. I went to every summer camp in the East Coast, every summer camp, and I'm going to perform at the summer camp after they do the cookouts, bonfires, all that.
That's lit.
We hang out
That's
with them all
lit.
day. It was called Camplified. I had my own. The kids was loving it. Like,
Who
you feel
came
me?
up with this whole idea and concept behind you to call it Camplify?
great.
I shout out
It was
to.
a whole team effort.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say shout out to the team behind you and everybody who's making things work because like on top of your work ethic and being down to do all this shit as
Yeah,
a young
Camplified was already
A thing?
brand.
Okay.
And then my thing was I came together with Camplified, and then we called it It was Camplified, but it was called the Superhero Tour by Camplified.
So it was like a
It was my
collaboration.
tour for like
Yeah.
my single, and then I was performing that every night. Like everybody is
Fuck.
different races, different mix of everybody. So
Everything,
everybody loving
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like,
So-
everybody loving it. So after I came back from that tour, I realized like I don't know why I'm letting what these local people say. Like,
Right,
They
right,
not doing
right.
nothing. I'm gonna see them every day, no matter what I do in life. This and that, they gonna be around. But I'm
don't-
letting
yeah.
them knocked my hustle to where I just seen it took me on a whole 30-day tour by
You didn't even
myself,
see that,
getting
yep.
paid. I'm picking up a check every
Yeah.
stop, and I'm still 13 at the time.
Right.
I'm like, whoa, like, you know.
Shout out to
The
getting
people,
paid.
the people criticizing you don't
Yeah, that's
pay
what
your
I'm saying.
bills.
So when people like,
They don't live this
people think
life.
too much. They
Yeah.
don't think into the
Don't
future or what.
let motherfuckers live rent free
Yeah,
in your
fuck 'em.
head.
That one
Fuck
thing, the
'em.
one thing you let somebody knock could be the one thing that make you a millionaire. I'm telling you,
So
Facts.
if you got a first idea about it, go.
during all this time you're a minor, so who's your travel companion? Who's the person who's doing all these shows with you?
My pops.
Shout out to
Shout
motherfucking
out, Pops.
dad.
My dad like being on the road anyway, so he.
Yeah,
drive
he
me
love
around,
this
like-
shit. And
But at this time, he taught me how to drive like early. Like I'm driving, like I'm telling you, I have my own car. Like I'll call anybody. They'll be like, oh yeah, you was driving since this age. Like,
Yeah.
I was driving around. I had my first smart car. I just turned 13. I was
Wow.
my first year of high school. I just turned 13. I had a smart car, and
Wow.
this is not my first car, but this is my first car I could actually drive like wherever. Like my dad wasn't tripping because he knew I could actually drive. So I'm
Yeah.
13, a smart car,
You
going
gotta
to
work,
LA,
yeah.
everywhere. I'm rolling in a little two-door, you know.
you ain't even got no
He
L's.
like it's undercover. You ain't gonna get pulled over.
You
You
good,
look
yeah.
probably bigger in there, so
You
I
ain't
had a
even got
smart
no
car
L's. You good.
at all. But he trusts me driving, so I knew how to drive and all that. So yeah, my dad used to hit the road with me, and I used to help him drive. Like I'll drive, like I can drive that long, but I'll drive like. But it's 2 hours here and there. It helped him get a little bit of rest. So
Yeah.
the other time I'm in the back of the bus and watching Netflix.
You
sleeping,
chilling, yeah.
I'm sleeping. He up there driving. But Pops held it down for me for years. So that's-
Shout out.
Yeah,
Wow.
I can't ever forget that.
That's crazy as fuck. So where do we like if we want people to be able to stay tapped in with you? Like where do we send them?
All social media is the same. I like to keep it simple.
Right.
KISS. All my social media is Kiss the DJ One, KISSTHE DJ One. Everything is all the same. YouTube,
That's it.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything.
And what about like streaming platforms? Like what's the best
Um,
like platform to stream your shit?
Yeah, what's the best way
I'm-
to get you paid? Like,
Yeah,
how
like
do
what's the
everything.
best payout for you? Like
hey, I'm accepting.
You
all
own
don't
all
get-
your
No
No matter
shit?
what app you got,
that's
hey,
a
I'm
fucking
on
great
it.
answer too.
Whatever app you got, trust me, I'm gonna make money.
So-
from it. Go ahead and stream that, Play Money, that album, available everywhere.
I have one other question before we kind of close it out.
Yo,
What exactly is Play Money? Is it a person? Is it a thing? Is it like?
because my record label was called Play Music Group.
That's
So
what that's
it's
what I'm
like-
asking. What's the like the whole?
Movement.
Yeah, what's like the
it's
flavor?
just, it's just me. I already had like a team of people that just helped me, like just always help me out. So I put a name behind them. Like I want to start my own little record label because I had artists and all that I'm helping, like promoting them. I'm putting them on the school tour, giving them shows and all that. So I'm like, I might as well make this a business. And I'm like, I did this like I was 14. So I thought I just came up with a name, Play Music Group, because it's like we playing, but we still get money. Like
Yeah.
and I'm still a kid, so it's like. You feel me? I'm figuring out.
Yeah.
Play Music Group. So after I came up with Play Music Group PMG, I got it tatted on me now.
There you
Shout
go.
out
Put it on,
PNG,
put it
yeah.
on the body. You gotta
Yeah.
hold it down
Yeah,
now.
but I got Play Music Group, and then that's where Play
Make sure
Money
you pay
came
your
from. 'cause,
taxes too. So
you know,
you
it's
don't
just
gotta get
Play,
rid of
so
it.
everything.
Yeah. Play. No, it's great.
Yeah, I only pay tax.
No, but I'm saying you got your pay, but I was gonna say it sound once again. I'm gonna go back to refer to that. You're a young man, but you have a good head on your shoulders.
Appreciate
You
it.
got good support. You got a team behind you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
the work ethic up. Take as many shots. And for some reason, you remind me of like you're an LA guy, but I just see like a bright future for you.
Appreciate it.
Also, I just somebody who sticks out, and I could be wrong, and it sounds weird, but you know who gets money and people always forget about? Tyga. He
Yeah.
stay on the radio. For some reason, you got that like. I'm not saying that you look like him or nothing like that, but I feel like you have that same type of vibe to be able to feel with the hits and have a continuous thing. Be a cool dude.
I take that
get
as a
money.
good thing. He ain't got no beef with nobody. He
No.
stay out the way. He got no beef.
He
stays
built
out the way.
He
Every
built
time
the.
when
He built the
wanna-
bitch. He built Kylie. What are you saying? He-
Exactly. When he wanna drop a record and come back, he's coming back hard, and it's gonna go platinum for sure. That's what I want. 'Cause, he not
So
in,
that's
he
what I'm
not in all
saying.
the drama. He doesn't have to front line every day to keep his. When he want to
should name
come
the
out, he's gonna
episode
come
that.
out hard.
Built
That's what
the
I
bitch.
respect about Tiger.
Yeah, but anyway,
on
and
tour
I
with
and I'm
Tiger.
not. But there you go. But
Shout
that.
out Tiger.
But I'm just saying he went, and I'm not comparing or anything like that. But I'm just saying like, I feel like that's just a good example that people always like skip past because the motherfucker continuously get money and
Yeah.
don't sleep.
Yeah, Tiger cool too. Cause
Yeah.
when I was I was 14. I went on tour with him, opening up. It was me, Made in Tokyo, and then Tyga.
Wow.
And
We gotta come back for another episode just to talk about your tour experiences, cause bro, you've been on tour with
I've
everybody.
been on a couple tours. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I am a tour DJ. I like being on the road. That's why I enjoy it. So, but I wasn't even DJing on the tour. I was opening. I was performing.
You were performing, yeah.
So I was performing. I'm always in the right place at the right time, talking to the right people.
Seriously,
good things
man.
gonna happen. So
Yeah.
I got plugged in to go be able to perform, and I wasn't just like the opener. Like when the doors first opened, I was the second. No, I was the third before him.
Right.
Yeah, so it was me, Made in Tokyo, then Tyga. So I'm like, I'm once everybody's already like ready for
You get-
performances,
yeah.
I'm kicking it off, and it was
Right.
cool. They loving it because I'm
Right.
young. So Tyga cool, and his work ethic crazy. Like the way his team work, everything.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say you're
I'll take that
definitely,
comparison.
to me, you're one of one.
Appreciate you.
Honestly, because I feel like you have the work ethic. You started really young, and I think that your future is extremely bright. So
Appreciate it.
thanks for coming on the show.
No problem.
Thanks for
having
tapping in
me.
with us.
Hey, we tapped in.
Everybody, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and don't forget to follow.
Yes, sir.
Thank
we
you very
tapped
much.
in. PMG, shout out
Yeah.
Brown Town, Brown Business. We out here.
Yeah.
Back on that ass. Back on that